Hello guys, today in this video I'll be teaching you guys how to use the Pythagoras theorem to solve questions relating to the right angle triangle. So as you guys can see, I am creating a right angle triangle with with the legs of the right angle triangle with the sides 6 and 8. And most questions will ask you to find the length of the hypotenuse, which is C in this case. The hypotenuse is the largest side opposite to the right angle, the largest side of the right angle triangle, and the two shorter sides are the two legs of the right angle triangle. So let me take you guys to the formula. So there's a specific formula in order to solve this question. This formula is a squared plus b squared is equals to c squared. So let me draw you another triangle, right angle triangle, to show how this works. Okay, so this shorter side right here is A and the other shorter side is B. It doesn't matter which way you put it. It's both. The two shorter sides are A and B, and the hypotenuse will always be C. So using the formula that we have written down here, so we will use this to find the value of C. Now the value of C is going to be larger than both the two shorter sides. So let's sub in the values. So in this case, A would be 8 and B would be 6. So we sub that in. We do A squared, 64, plus B squared, which is 36, is equals to C squared. 64 plus 36 is 100. 100 is equals to C squared. So now we need to remove the squared. So we would square root both sides. This would therefore become 10. It would be plus negative 10. And this would become C. Now obviously the side length cannot be a negative, so we would have to remove the negative, and the answer for C would be 10. So the value of C is 10. Okay, now you might get asked the question differently, where they are asking you to find the shorter side length of the right angle triangle. So these principles are the same. These two are the shorter sides, meaning the value of B would be 9. So B would be 9, and 12 is the hypotenuse, the larger side of the right angle triangle. So C would be equal to 12, and we are trying to find the length of A in this case. So using the formula we wrote down before, A squared plus B squared is equals to C squared. So let's sub in the values. So we get A squared plus 9 squared is equals to 12 squared. A squared plus 81 is equals to 144. So now we minus 81 from both sides in order to remove the 81, and we therefore get A squared is equals to 63. Now let's square root both sides in order to remove the square over here, the A squared, and we just want to make it A to find the value of A, and therefore we get A is the root 63 plus minus, but in this case there's no minus because the side length cannot be minus, so we just leave it as plus. And we have to simplify the said, so this would be A is equals to root 9 times 7. Now 9 is a perfect number, and we just write it as 3 root 7. And the value of A is therefore 3 root 7. Always remember to write the measurement meters. Okay, before this video ends, I want to tell you guys about Pythagorean triples. So these are technically values or the lengths of the right angle triangle, which like make it a right angle triangle, like perfectly make it. So these are 3, 4, 5. These are the main ones I'm telling you guys. There are so many more, but these are like the main ones that mostly come across tests and assignments. So we have 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, 8, 15, 17, and let me just write one more, 7, 24, and 25. So if a question on a test comes asking you the length of the hypotenuse, and you know these side lengths are 8, 15, and if you already know your Pythagorean triples, you don't even need to take your time to actually solve the question. If you remember your Pythagorean triples, you already know that this is 17 and you'll already be ahead but in your class.